Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. It is the best feeling in the world when some girl will subscribe to your YouTube channel because she loves your videos. She may not be able to tell you, but she lets you know that she loves your videos by hitting the like and the subscribe button, which just happened. Thank you so much to whoever you are, wherever you are out in the world tonight. Just know that you hold a special place in my heart. As too do all of you for having exploded this YouTube channel in popularity. I never ever thought this YouTube channel would see 5 subscribers, much less 2,811 subscribers, which have happened overnight on this YouTube channel. It happened overnight not because one guy was uploading Descendants and Zombies videos. It happened because each and every one of you believed in his vision and his voice so much after he promised you a year and a half ago that he would create hundreds, if not thousands, of Descendants and Zombies videos. And guess what happened? He fell through on his promise, and he came through for each and every one of you, because there are hundreds of Descendants and Zombies videos now being made every day on YouTube. Not that there were before, because there were hundreds of Descendants and Zombies videos being uploaded on YouTube, but it really upset me because the videos that were being uploaded were misleading you to believe that certain dates would happen for Descendants and Zombies in their history. The release windows were not accurate. The information that was being relayed on the videos were pretty much misleading. And it really upset me because I was a huge Descendants and Zombies fan ever before you heard my voice on this show. I've been a huge fan of Descendants and Zombies for the better part of a decade, and it's been a decade that I will never ever forget. My journey through the forests of Oregon and the land of Oregon has been absolutely spectacular, nothing short of it. Because of each and every little girl who ever hit the subscribe button or the like button to give me incentive and creative juice to create so much beautiful videos for each and every one of you. I don't know where I'd be without each and every one of you. Probably I'd be somewhere tonight where I didn't want to be in the world, talking to somebody in the presence of somebody I didn't even like. But I love each and every one of you so much because of your passion that you share with Descendants of Zombies. Because every single day of my life, somebody always brings me down and gives me a little bit less hope than what I had before I started my day, saying the dreams can't come true. Nothing ever happens for anybody just like that overnight. But I'm here to tell you, the dreams really do come true, and stuff really does happen for people who really believe it. And who believes it more than anybody else in this universe? The Descendants of Zombies fans. Because there are tens of millions of Descendants of Zombies fans who ultimately became the strongest force in the world, who helped the guy make sense of his own life when he really couldn't. I'll be honest with each and every one of you, I'm far from perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes and I've done a lot of stupid things in my life, but you know who forgave me? Each and every one of you before anyone else in my life ever did. There are people who have came and gone out of my life that never ever did forgive me for any of the stupid mistakes that I made and couldn't see past any of it. But when I didn't have anybody in my life, I always and forever seem to have had you, because some of the very first subscribers that I've ever put up on this YouTube channel are still here. And it is such an honor to be in your presence. It is the greatest honor of my life to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and be able to review Descendants and Zombies in a way that's meant to be reviewed for forever. I've loved Ruby Rose Turner for all of my life, and I think I will love Ruby Rose Turner until the day that I die. I don't know if I'll ever have the opportunity to meet her and say thank you for having such a profound impact on all of my life and leaving a forever imprint on my heart. Because Ruby is just so genuinely kind, and she deserves nothing but the best out of her own life and her experiences. Because I think Ruby's made a lot of mistakes in her own life, and you can see that in Ruby's eyes. And she knows that she's far from perfect. But the thing about Ruby is Ruby inspired me to be a better person and to be kinder to people when I necessarily wasn't. I was always kind, but never this kind. Ever before I met Ruby Rose Turner, I was just a guy pretty much that couldn't make sense of his own life. But Ruby helped me make sense of it, just as all of you did. I think all of you guys did perhaps more than what Ruby ever did, because you guys are who see me every day and who I talk to every day on the show, and it shows because everybody subscribes to this YouTube channel when you don't have to. That's what's so incredible and so supportive of each and every one of you. You don't have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, but you do. You're always saying, hey, Jonathan Clarke, we love your videos in one way or another. Some girl will comment saying her opinion about a video I may have created, like last night. I uploaded a video about Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker's friendship and all the rumors that have been derived from it about how apparently there's a supposed relationship going on behind closed doors. And in response to the video, the girl said, why can't we just be all friends? I agree with her opinion. I think that everybody can be friends if we really want to be, because some of the most beautiful friendships in the entire universe, if not the galaxy, have been derived and created because of Descendants of Zombies. They happened because of Descendants and Zombies. And I can pretty much reassure each and every one of you right now with 100% certainty in my voice that there is somebody becoming friends with somebody now over a discussion of what's in that vortex for Zombies 5 by the time we see Zombies 5 release window etching ever closer. I don't know how I feel about a 3-year release window, though, sometime between now and 2027. That seems like a long way away. And I think a lot of people are really going to miss Zombies. They're really going to miss Milo Manheim and Meg Donnelly portraying the characters Zed and Addison. They were quite lovely together. More times than often enough, I wanted to kick Milo Manheim's ass and become Addison's love interest in the movie and speak to her in zombie tongue, which I've been studying for you guys over the past couple of weeks. I'm not really getting anywhere with it. I don't even know how to say I love you in zombie tongue, because if I did, I would say it for you here on the show. Because apparently, from what I understand, is Meg Donnelly actually studied Japanese to try to win the heart of a guy in high school. I don't know if she ever succeeded, but I do know for a fact that no girl has ever tried to learn Japanese to try to win the heart of legendary Jonathan Clarke. But even though no girl has ever tried to study Japanese to say I love you in Japanese or I love Batman in Japanese, which I would die for if some girl would say I love you Batman in Japanese and post it in the comments, because I've always wanted a girl to tell me that in Japanese. Even though I don't have a girl speaking in Japanese to try to win my heart, I know I have each and every one of you who I've won the hearts of. And some of the very first subscribers that I've ever put up here on this YouTube channel, the cool thing about it is you're still here. You remember me talking about Liv and Maddie and being a huge fan of that show and wanting to ride in on a helicopter on the top of the roof of the Rooney residence to win the heart of Liv Rooney, who was my favorite Liv and Maddie character that Dove Cameron portrayed. I know she portrayed two characters, but it wasn't always that I believed she portrayed two characters. I thought that Liv and Maddie were portrayed by two different girls until it was revealed, so conveniently to me, that Dove Cameron portrayed both characters, with the exception of a stunt double coming in and out to portray Liv and Maddie on different times when they would alternate. I had no idea what Dove Cameron was going through, the pressure she was under, how she always seemed to really want to just leave it all behind and walk out of Disney. But I think because of your encouragement and how much you inspired Dove Cameron was able to pull through. And Dove Cameron is an even bigger name now, a bigger star, a bigger celebrity than she's ever been. I miss Dove, though. Dove is a beautiful person, and Dove is one of the reasons why my YouTube channel exploded. It wasn't because of me uploading videos with Descendants and Zombies. It wasn't necessarily because of Dove Cameron. It was because of each and every one of you and the topics revolving around Dove Cameron. And I said some pretty outrageous things, I will admit to each and every one of you, about Ryan McCartan, things that I often had to apologize for. But I like to believe that I was justified in how I felt about Ryan McCartan and his treatment of Dove Cameron, because it really was unfair. He couldn't even give Dove Cameron a chance. Wouldn't even shy away from giving her the benefit of the doubt. It seemed like everything had to be perfect in their relationship for the media. It had to be flawless. It seemed like nothing could touch them. They were untouchable. But the thing was, nothing lasts forever in this lifetime. At least some things never last forever in this lifetime. And probably perhaps for the better, like their relationship. I think some of the most beautiful things that are unexpectedly going to last forever catch you by surprise. While we're waiting on a wish, to quote Snow White, I think the best thing for us to do is wait on that wish, because you never know how beautiful that wish can be once it's granted. Think about it like this. You're waiting for something to aspire for you in life, just to happen overnight. But when you grant a wish being granted takes time to evolve. And once that wish evolves after being granted, perhaps years after it's granted on a candle or a star, I, for one, love making wishes on stars. So after it's granted and the time allocated surpasses us, when the wish is finally granted and becomes a reality, it's really a beautiful thing. I have a habit of wishing on stars ever since I was probably 7 years old. And I saw that scene in Pinocchio where Geppetto wished on a star for a real boy, himself and Figaro, and a fish. I've always believed that life really catches us by surprise with surprises, and sometimes some of the most beautiful friendships of all time are created off of things we least expected and when we least expected. So I think that some of those beautiful friendships have obviously happened because of Descendants and Zombies. Not just because of all of us, but because of friendships that happened on the set of Descendants and Zombies. Like more recently, the friendship between Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker, which I know has received its fair share of criticism, because we're wondering, what's really happening here? What's really happening behind the scenes with Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker? Are they really that good of friends, or are they really a little bit extra closer than what they're letting us know and letting us in on? I think that girls have the right to be friends, because girls have very passionate relationships. I mean, who out there who's a guy who has a passionate relationship with another guy? unless they're intimate with each other, and I think I can get away with saying that, they are definitely not as close as girls are in friendships. And I've seen that with my own two eyes. Just recently, one of my very good friends celebrated her birthday yesterday, and she reconnected with one of her friends through the contents on Facebook because they hadn't seen each other in years. And even though they hadn't seen each other in years, they were able to reconnect after such a long period of time for one simple reason and one simple fact that shone through everything. They loved each other. And that really meant so much to me because I had been friends with this girl forever and I loved her so much. And as I was reading down through the comments, it really stole my heart and really captivated me how they were so close. And I never ever wanted to come between that or any friendship that she had because I really do believe that a girl having a friendship with another girl is incredibly supportive and a bond that truly is unbreakable that will stand the test of time. I've had many guy friends over the years, but I've lost contact with all of them because that bond was never so strong with a guy friend that I had who wanted to be in an indie band more than want to hang out with his own friend or a girlfriend, because oftentimes when it comes to a friendship with a guy, a girl will always come between the friendship between two guys and really steal that guy's heart away from you, and the friendship will never work out. But I really think that a girl's friendship is something that is so beautiful that should never be come between because they're so supportive of each other, they tell each other everything, and I find something about that very lovely, very gentle. A girl's compassion is very gentle, and sometimes a guy kind of really doesn't respect or appreciate what a girl has with another girl. They're pretty much judgmental, and they jump to conclusions when they don't have to jump to conclusions, and I think that's why some of the most out there relationships have either happened in Hollywood or have pretty much vanished from out of obscurity because of how people are just never supportive of what's happening. I think that friendships like Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker sure have seen their fair share of criticism, but they've also seen better days, because that's a beautiful friendship that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon and is really going to stand the test of time. And I'll have more to say on this tonight because I would like to say where that goes and all these rumors about Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker. Ever since I heard about how Kylie Cantrell never has been a Donald Trump supporter, I've wanted to run for president of the United States. And I think I could win. I think I could outlast the Donald Trump regimen because Kylie Cantrell has never been a Donald Trump supporter. All of you have supported Jonathan Clarke by subscribing to his YouTube channel. So because tens of thousands of people have subscribed to this YouTube channel and made it one of the best Descendants and Zombies themed YouTube channels on YouTube, I think I could win the presidential race. I think I could become president of the United States and finally give Kylie Cantrell a president she could be proud of, with free health care, a free subscription to Disney Plus, a free trip to Disney every year, and Disney Plus being mandatory in all homes, which means it basically would be free. Because I've always had a dream of wanting to go to Disney and live the Disney experience. And what better way to live the Disney experience than having it lived through each and every one of you so you could outlive my dream. That would be such a huge honor for me to be president of the United States, just to know that Kylie Cantrell could finally shut her eyes every night having a president that she could finally be proud of. I think that no guy is worth a girl's tears. Let me just say this. If you could be so sweet to let me say this about you guys. I think that introverts are such beautiful people. Sure, they spend all the time in the world alone. They don't have very many friends, but the few friends they do have and do connect with and see each other through their eyes are very beautiful and incredibly supportive. They stand the test of time and they will never leave your side. So I've always believed that you don't really need a whole lot of friends in this lifetime. You just need a few good ones. Like Ella and Ruby's friendship from Descendants. Bridget and Ella's friendship. Ella was the only friend that Bridget had in the movie, and I found this so cute when she looked at her at Red and said, "Oh gosh, no, I don't have a whole lot of friends because I'm not friends with everybody. My only friend is Ella." And she was fine with that, having one friend that she saw the good in when nobody else ever could. Ella was her only friend. And because of that, Ruby's character, Bridget, became a better person and came off as an inspiration to so many people who probably saw themselves through the eyes of Bridget with just one friend. Many times in my life, I thought I had one really good friend. Really, through high school, I had one really good friend. We haven't talked in years. He got married about 12 years ago. I was at his wedding, but it was a very enjoyable experience to know that that one friend that I had actually invited me to his wedding, thought enough over me to have me there in his presence, and witnessed himself and his wife get married for the first time. That was in 2012, so that was about a part of 13 years ago. But I think that Ruby Rose Turner's portrayal of the character Bridget was a very powerful representation of what a person's life really exemplifies. Because there's a lot of hurt in somebody's life. There's a lot of time in a person's life, but they really can't make sense of a certain situation that may have unfolded or may have transpired. And I really think that the more people that support you in your time of need, like Bridget supported Ella and Ella supported Bridget in return, it's a pretty admirable quality. It's something that I think that a lot of people really take for granted sometimes, but those who hold it close really go places. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for supporting this YouTube channel when you never had to. I just pretty much upload videos. I don't promote these videos. I just upload them to my YouTube channel and I disappear for a while. And then I come back and I check my subscribers and I review my analytics and I see what videos were the most popular. Like I noticed that a lot of the Pink videos that I do are garnering a lot of attention about the rumors of Red's sister and how she will be involved with the Wicked Wonderland movie coming out in 2026. I don't know about you guys, but I think I can get away with saying that everybody is really excited about Descendants 5, Wicked Wonderland. I know for sure that this is going to be something very special, because I think this is an opportunity to have the torch passed from Red and Chloe to Pink's character. And if you're wondering if we're going to see a torch passed in this, we're going to see a Descendants 6, I think most definitely we'll see a Descendants 6, especially with a new character coming into the fold and being a part of Red's life so significantly, which she never was in The Rise of Red. It presents a lot of conflict. It presents a lot of uncertainty for the future of Descendants. But I think that we're going to see something special happen in the script of Descendants. Perhaps a lot more characters than what are being promoted. A lot of twists and turns. It's going to be very unpredictable. And if there ever was a time, I think, to become a fan of Descendants, that time is now, because dreams really do come true. I mean, look how strong these characters are, how fearless they are, how they don't care about what anybody thinks of them. Did we see a strong representation outside of the portrayal of the Mal character done so fabulously by Duff Cameron? Was Evie's character portrayed by Sophia Carson so powerful? I don't think so. And I noticed too in the interviews, the girls are talking a lot about gym regimens and working out and lifting weights, which is something that I have a lot of respect for. Girls who lift weights, I have a lot of respect for you guys. And if I could speak to girls who lift weights all the time, you have a lot to be proud of yourself for. So if you're somebody who joins the gym or has been a member of the gym for forever and you lift weights for the track and field team or the swim team, or you just lift weights because you want to be strong, that is a beautiful quality to possess. I wish more people could draw inspiration from you to sign up for gyms and lift weights, which is why I'm hoping that somebody who does lift weights actually goes out of their way to hit my subscribe button, because I would love for you to be a part of this incredible journey that I've been on. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I've met some incredible people through creating all of these videos about Descendants and Zombies, and I haven't looked back since, nor have I regretted it. And I look forward to covering Descendants and Zombies all throughout 2026. And long after Descendants and Zombies does see its final chapter, which is a long way away from ever happening, I will do my best to keep these franchises alive, because I know that forever and always it's going to hold a special place in my heart. I love you guys so much, because I know without you guys I would not be here. This YouTube channel would not exist. If not for you guys, I honestly don't know where I would be. I'd probably just be uploading videos on YouTube with no views and no subscribers, and that's a heartbreak in its own right. When you know nobody really cares about what you have to say about whatever niche you're trying to attract, how many subscribers you're trying to have accumulated on your YouTube channel. I was the host of radio shows for many years that I thought nobody was ever going to listen to until I fell into this niche. And you guys have honored me and you've welcomed me with open arms ever since. From the very first video that was uploaded on this YouTube channel. You guys remember back last year in August of 2024 when I showed up on YouTube and I told you for no particular reason I was going to create thousands of Descendants and Zombies videos, and a year and a half later there are hundreds after having been uploaded to this YouTube channel. So that should tell you something very special and very unique is happening here on this YouTube channel, something that's never ever happened before. This YouTube channel is well on its way to garnering the attention of thousands of Descendants and Zombies fans, just like it did when some little girl saw the good in me just moments ago when nobody else ever could, took a chance on me, and subscribed to this YouTube channel. Could you be next? I would love for you to be a part of this YouTube channel. If you feel as if you're strong enough to hit my subscribe button, I would love for you to be a part of something that's so magical and such a beautiful opportunity to really stand out and really believe in a dream for perhaps the first time ever in your life. Because I know how difficult some dreams seem to be achievable and how many dreams out there seem to be so unrealistic. But I'm here to tell you that every dream does have a chance of happening for somebody even when you least expect it. I love you guys so much, and I love hearing your stories about how you're a Descendants of Zombies fan, how you became a Descendants of Zombies fan, how you became friends with other people, because I think some of the most beautiful friendships have been created from Descendants of Zombies. I'm a guy, so Descendants of Zombies came out long after I had established a lot of friendships in my lifetime, but I established more beautiful friendships through this community, because this community is beautiful, because it's full of very supportive people. Now, I will admit to you guys, I'm a real loser, so I play a lot of video games when I'm not on YouTube recording videos for you guys and drop videos in my archives on my YouTube channel. I play a lot of video games like Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. But you girls have given me incentive to create Descendants of Zombies videos for you guys. And I think it's really adorable how girls with these really cute voices will, message me in the comments and they will say, when are you going to drop your next Descendants of Zombies video? Just know that I will forever and always have a Descendants of Zombies video dropped for you guys on this YouTube channel every single day, even if it's just one video uploaded per day. I try to have at least 3 to 4 videos uploaded every day because you guys have deserved to see and hear better reviews about Descendants of Zombies for what feels like forever. And I like to believe that I've dropped them for you on my YouTube channel. I go above and beyond the requirements of any YouTube creator out there to create Descendants of Zombies videos. And I'm not going to lie, I do love creating these videos for you. I always wanted to be loved by somebody, and I wanted to be loved by a specific niche. And I like to believe that I found that in the Descendants of Zombies galaxy. Because that's really what it is. It's a beautiful, powerful experience to be a Descendants of Zombies fan. And I'd like to take a moment to speak to everybody who ever said proudly they were a Descendants of Zombies fan, or whoever recorded a commentary about Descendants of Zombies. You don't know how passionate these fans are about Descendants of Zombies. And if you say something wrong about Descendants of Zombies or something they don't agree with, they're going to let you have it. They're going to let you know how they feel about you. So I think that's one thing that's really separated me from every other YouTube creator that devotes he or she's time to creating Descendants of Zombies videos, is that you guys know I know what's up, I know what's happening, you know that I know everything there is to know about Descendants of Zombies, but I'll be the first to admit to each and every one of you that I don't really know everything there is to know about Descendants of Zombies. I just, say how I feel. I never ever prepare anything. I never pre-write anything. And I jump on this podcast every morning and I tell you how I feel about Descendants of Zombies, what direction I think the plot's headed in, what I think we have yet to experience with Descendants of Zombies. I think we've seen triumph. I think we've seen heartbreak. I think we've seen the unpredictable happen, twists and turns so many times over the years. Whatever legacy of Descendants you're talking about, the original trilogy or the new spin-off, The Rise of Red, and what we have yet to see in Descendants 5, Wiccan Wonderland, it's going to be a magical experience and an incredible journey we have yet to experience, and we're going to experience it together. Because I look forward to next year and being a part of this incredible journey that you have got me on, and that we are all going to be a part of, because the reality of it is we are going to be a part of history, and we are going to be a part of something very special, and I can't wait. Because dreams really do come true and happen for people even when you least expect it. So I've got one more video to drop for you between now and the time the sun sets tonight on All of Our Lives, and I invite you to join me for it, because it's going to be something very special and something very spectacular, because I just love talking about Descendants of Zombies all the time, even if it's the same thing reiterated time and time again about how dreams do come true. You're going to have to forgive me, because I'm a real sweetheart. I have seen so many people hurt over Descendants of Zombies and the passion they all share. I have seen so many people searching for a Descendants of Zombies YouTube show and a YouTube channel devoting its time to Descendants of Zombies, and I'm sure a lot of girls out there were wondering if a cute guy like this was going to create a Descendants of Zombies show on his YouTube channel, and well, I'm proud to say that you finally convinced me enough to do it. And I've been doing it for what feels like the better part of the last 10 years. It's only in the last year this YouTube channel exploded in popularity, but I can see why. Because every little girl out there dreams of happily ever after existing, and I see nothing wrong with that. And I never ever have wanted to take it away from somebody who believed that happily ever after even had the slightest chance of existing, because life really is sweeter when all of us are, which is a song that became the anthem of my life and my favorite song off of any Descendants soundtrack. I love Kylie Contrell so much too. I can't forget to say that, because Kylie Contrell is such a beautiful person that has filled our hearts with so much inspiration and a dream finally having a chance of becoming a reality. I loved her performing on the Worlds Collide tour. I've loved seeing her perform in general, and I've loved seeing her show on YouTube called Hello Kylie, which was a real kickstart to Kylie's career, which really blew up overnight. Kylie, I want to say thank you for being such a huge inspiration to so many wonderful people. I think you're wasting your tears on things you don't have to waste your tears on, because you do have the love and support of me, and you've got the love and support of everybody who ever proudly said they were a fan of you. And I just want to say thank you, and I just want you to know that everything is going to be okay, no matter if it seems like it's not going to be okay. Trust in me, and I will never let you down, Kylie. And you finally have somebody on YouTube that will say nothing but good things about you, because you deserve to have nice things said about you, and you don't deserve to cry. I just wanted to take away your pain and wipe away your tears, and I like to believe with the help of all these girls subscribed to this YouTube channel, I've finally been able to do that, or at least make a difference in all of your lives. Thank you so much for having made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies for what feels like forever. I honestly would not be able to have done this without each and every one of you. So if you're someone who has yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, I think you're going to want to do that perhaps. I will return later on tonight with one final video about Descendants and Zombies, which I hope you can join me for. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of all of your lives and to have been the voice of Descendants and Zombies, because it truly means the world to me just knowing that you are here. Be kind to one another. Bye, YouTube. We will do it again one final time in just a few hours from now. Be kind to one another.